Yes. Welcome back to another episode of The Last Call. I'm your humble host, Shegs. We're back with you for another episode talking about this weekend's FA Cup, the Premier League, how we're looking now. We're in a straight shootout for the last remaining games of the season. We're going to talk a little bit about the top four, a little bit about the relegation, and we might even touch a little bit on some of because we're now in the NBA playoffs, just to get a little bit of a feel for all the sports going around. Joining me here today, I've got Tristan is always here with me, and he's always here ready to back his Arsenal boys, seeing how they've been doing lately. I've got Josh here with me, as always, here to back his Man United boys, see how they've been going on there. They ain't been faring as well as much lately. They got their game on, it's Monday night, I believe, so we'll see how they come about with that, whether they can secure that, basically almost secure that top four. But as always, please like, share, subscribe, follow us on all socials, and we appreciate the support. But I'm going to come straight to sorry guys, straight to you, Josh. Hey, the FA Cup final's been set. We got Chelsea, who won today, and Man City. Now for me, that's the draw I wanted to come in the final, because I didn't want it to be Man City Leeds or Chelsea Southampton, because we all know what's going to happen. That final is going to be boring and it's going to be one-sided. Maybe not with Chelsea as much, but we've now got an interesting final where, hey, Chelsea, as poor as they can be on their day, they've been shown, as in the Club World Cup, they can turn it up when it matters the most. What are your thoughts of the two teams that are now going to be in the final of the FA Cup?
No, it's going to be a matchup. It's going to be definitely more interesting now. Now, what you're saying, the alternative, which was going to be Chelsea, Southampton, or Man City Leeds. So definitely going to be an interesting final. I think all roads point to Man City, as much as I hate to admit it. I mean, Pep in his off season is having a potential domestic treble. So listen, I still think Man City have more than enough to blow Chelsea away. But Chelsea have been known to just, spring up a surprise. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea win it. But I think all roads lead to Man City on this one. And unfortunately, it's looking like a domestic trouble for Pep. So kudos to Pep, because early in the season they were down and out. No one was counting on them. Oh, Pep is having an off season, all that. And then literally, like we've always said, Man City, when it comes to the last third of the season, they lock in. They have locked in. They've won one title already. They're about to secure the Premier League, hopefully, and they're going to secure the FA Cup. So it looks like Pep has done it again. And Man City, despite having less of the players that they had before, they're going to win this one. So kudos to them, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it has been really interesting, their turnaround this half season. Tristan, do you give Chelsea any hope when it comes to the final? At the time when the final is going to be, City will be going for the league. It's because I think it's before the last game of the season, 17th of May, I think it is, if I'm correct. City are going to be going for the league. They're probably going to have to play a midweek game before or after as well. Like, do you give Chelsea a hope in that chance that Chelsea may not have anything else to play for and maybe rest players and go full strength for that game?
There's always hope in cup competition. You never know what could happen on the day. So, of course, man, Chelsea have a glimmer of sunshine somewhere, So we have to wait and see. Obviously, it's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a very good game. Like, yeah, Chelsea have the opportunity to turn it round and experience a new manager bounce, and obviously Pep Guardiola is the machine that keeps on moving. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, my heart's out of it, so I can just enjoy the football. So yeah, man, just gonna enjoy it, man. It's gonna be nice. Hopefully, yeah. To be honest, I don't even know who I want to win. Like, it's the worst of two evils. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not easy. It's not easy. But
Yeah.
I think I'd rather Guardiola take it, because I don't know too many City fans, so life will be a little bit easier. But core blimey, if Chelsea win, man, like the grief we've been getting off Chelsea, and they're stinking up the gaff already. Like, it's gonna be, yeah, their fans are so shameless. So yeah, hopefully Man City are able to do the business. Otherwise, yeah, big trouble for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know if I think I'd care more if City was like winning the league, or they've won the league, or they're about to win the league. Then I'd be like, yeah, death for Chelsea, because I'm like, I don't want another treble, like, because that would be, me and Pep will be like the first person to do two. No, Sir Ferguson done a couple trebles. No. Are they the first? They done the first domestic.
So Ferguson did 2 trebles. He did the '99 one and 2008 one. So.
But they weren't the domestic ones, were they? I think Pep's
they were not domestic. Yeah, they were so it was
Pep's the only one to do
FA Cup and Premier League.
Yeah. No, Pep's done the domestic. I can't have him doing it again. Like, bro, like, he's the only person to have done it before.
How many titles does Pep really have?
I think he has like 4
league titles.
Yeah, no, he has 5, I think.
So,
only 5.
Let me check.
Nah, but he's only been there for like 8 years, so he's won it. I think he's won it every year bar 2. 6. Yeah, he's won it every year bar 2.
Yeah,
because that was the first year he came, and then Klopp. Oh no, bar 3, Klopp and Slot.
So then he's
only been there.
His trophy haul is it close to Ferguson's? Like his total trophy haul?
Nah, Ferguson got like 19, bro.
Fair.
But all the Man U's Premier League titles are all from Ferguson.
No, I hear it. But I saw on Twitter there was
one without him.
Between their titles. I was wondering if it was Premier League titles or if
maybe in terms of a whole titles. It might be a whole title, because if you look at his whole title, he's got 6 Prem, 5 League, 3 Community, 2 FA Cup, 1 Champs, 1. So maybe in total, maybe. But definitely Pep's the most winningest manager in the world ever. Like, I think he's won more titles in like all the but because he's literally basically every season he's almost won a title.
Indeed, he's
never lost I think in Spain he never did.
Twice.
He never lost in Spain. No, but I think he never lost a title in Spain, or did he? No, I don't think he lost a title in Spain. Because I think he left when Madrid won it, but I don't think he lost a title in Spain. Didn't lose one in Bayern. It's only in City he lost a title. So the guy's a serial winner.
And then
and then
Slot.
Yeah, like guy's been like it's different. It's just different. But to be straight winner.
To be fair, like when it comes to league titles, but Pep has been quite good. I mean, I think there's an asterisk next to his titles, in my opinion, personally.
Oh yeah, there's a conversation for another day, bro.
We're speaking about it, so I might as well say it. Guys always use money to build a squad, whatever, which of course is in the rules of the game to use the money to build the squad you want. But in terms of like, I don't know, in terms of like pure coaching and all that, like, do you still think Pep might be better than someone like Mourinho or someone like Sir Alex, just because of like where those managers had to kind of build their squads from, versus Pep, who virtually has always had an open paycheck wherever he went? So that's the only aspect, in my opinion. Still doesn't mean he's not a great coach. Hear me out. Like, it doesn't mean he's not a great coach. He is. But Mourinho bought a team like Porto, which would have no power to make that many signings anyway to win the Champions League. I personally don't see Pep doing something like that.
See, that's the thing. I think Pep is not. I would say Pep couldn't do a Klopp or Mourinho where they can motivate even the bottom players and get them playing out of their minds. Mm-hmm. Pep is can I take the top players and make them play out of their minds? So players are already top, I can make them even. I can give them that extra and put them in the right space to flourish. Because it's like, you couldn't get, like, for example, like I said, I don't know if Pep could, because those guys are like motivators of, they might not even be tactical. It's just, I'm going to motivate you in a certain way, where Pep is motivating you by his tactics and what his knowledge is. So you're like, yeah, no, I hear what this guy's saying. Like, I know I can do that kind of thing. So it's a difference. Like, I think even Pep probably said that. I think he probably said that he probably couldn't do what Klopp done, where it's like, I take players that maybe ain't so good, but I could get them playing to their best and make a team play to something better than they ever thought before. So it's
that's what I think as well. Like, for example,
but as a tactical manager,
playing out of his mind. But who's Minamino now? You know what I mean? Versus Pep, I don't think Pep would get a tune out of Minamino, for example. So that's where, for me, the asterisk.
But that's what I mean. I think Pep is, and he's shown, even like recent this last few years, he's shown, it's like, if you don't get it the way he plays, it's like he'll just throw it to the side. Like, he's been shown, like, he's done it. Even though Nico Gonzalez scored a screamer for him yesterday, for like for half, Reiner's half, the first half, oh great. He got to like November, he's like, no, I don't really feel him. Just move them out. Like he's
Jack Grealish, bro. We're forgetting Jack Grealish. That's the
exactly,
worst one.
but that's what I
R.I.P.
mean.
Jack Grealish.
Pep is
No,
it's
for
more
real.
like Pep's way or no way. He can't if you don't get the way he wants it and what he wants from you. If you can't do that, or if he believes you can't, because for example, you look at Doku, you look at Semenyo, they're allowed to attack players all the time. But why? Because Pep probably thinks you're fast, you're athletic. He probably didn't think Grealish was that. So he's like, no, you can't do that. So he was like, if you're not willing to do that, if you want to try to take on people, not in my team, because I don't feel you can do that. It's kind of like what I see is your role and ability. That's it, and you can't come out of that. Like you can't bring people out of that.
That being said, I'm very impressed with what he's doing in Shirky this season. Like Shirky, he has turned him into a player who actually fits the Pep model. Even though, like Shirky, you can tell he's a flair kind of player, but he's still doing a flair kind of thing in a disciplined performance. So, like, fair play to him for what he's doing to Shirky this season.
But that's
Shirky
what.
has
But
turned the
but
corner.
you see, was something as well. He's a very good tactician and knew what it was doing. At the start of the season, why wasn't Cherky getting any? Wasn't probably getting as many minutes. I know he got injured a bit, but wasn't getting much minutes, or he didn't really like because he had to play him on the right wing, which he couldn't do because he couldn't play. One, he couldn't play him in centre mid because they had no one to cover for him. But as soon as they got Semenyo, someone who could track back well and cover Cherky, so he didn't have to worry so much about his defensive liability. Now it's like I can move him central where it's more effective. He doesn't have to worry so much about getting back because now I've got someone that can do that for you. Now he's able to fit, but that's knowing tactical and knowing what he's good at and what he's not good at. He's like, because for example, if you took Cherky and dropped him in Liverpool, he'll get. You'll see him like you put him, he'll just get chewed up. But he's got a system now where he doesn't have to defend as much. He's closer to Haaland, can play balls through Haaland, and everyone else can cover defensively. But you need that, and that's the team building. And people have to realize, and I think a lot of people don't realize with football, team building matters. You can have the greatest talent, but if you don't have the people that enable you, because people used to go, why did Henderson start so much? Or why did Milner start so much for Liverpool? But it's like, but they enabled our attack to just go, and they enabled Trent to just go without worrying about the defensive stuff because they done all of that for them, and they were happy to do that, so it allowed everything else to flow. But as soon as you mess that up, hey, that's when it goes down. But people think, that's why Madrid have been struggling all season. They got hella talent, but their balance is so off.
The thing is, that one I blame Abiola for. Like, he doesn't have the necessary guts to actually say to Mbappe, listen, you play off the left, and I need someone in the middle who can actually connect the play.
But they got no one. But they both got two.
Never supposed to. Mbappe is never supposed to play in the middle, in my opinion. Even for France, Deschamps realized that, and Mbappe never plays in the middle. And France
No, but he does that.
well.
But Mbappe doesn't want to. No, but Mbappe doesn't want to. The problem is now, I think he obviously talent thing. He doesn't want to do the taking on players. He wants to run in the middle. He wants to be in that space. He probably suits a front two.
Rashford. That's the thing. Like, you know, like how Rashford used to play Man United. Rashford also wants to run inside. That's what he can do off the left. You know what I mean? Have someone as a false nine who can play and hold the ball, and Mbappe to make runs off the guy.
But that's the thing.
But
I said
a manager who has the guts to actually say
they did, and they didn't like him, so they got rid of him. they didn't like him, he was telling them stuff. But that's what I mean.
He tried to coach them.
But that's what it is now.
Coach. They need a manager.
And they said,
you know, like an Ancelotti.
Do you know who someone said? I was really said it. But even Ancelotti, they got rid of him as well because they probably said, he's. But I think their perfect manager, which I would hate, is actually. I hate it, but it's actually Klopp. Because he's the one that they will listen to because he's got that. Hey, I'm Klopp. Like he's got the I'm Klopp, and he's got
it's Klopp and Mourinho. Those two for me.
No. Yeah, but Mourinho's a bit past it.
Mourinho's past it.
Because that's the thing. I'll get them running. Because
Klopp is
you need someone to get them running.
No, but Klopp.
No, but I don't. That's what I'm not
saying. His identity.
No. But obviously,
that's too glitz and glamour. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. But I'm saying in terms of. No, but I'm saying in terms of manager profile of what they actually need in that team, they need a manager that can make them run. Because that's the one thing they don't do. They don't want to run. They just kind of want to be there, get the ball when they want to. So you need a manager that can make them run and what they'll listen to.
This is very much what you just said about like team building. You know, like that team needs to be deconstructed and rebuilt again. You know, with the mindset of there are stars and there's people that do the work. You know, They need
Yeah.
workers. They lack
Now,
it.
nah, but
They
I
do.
don't
They
think it needs to
do.
be rebuilt. They just need to get rid of. But they can't
They
have
do.
Vinny. Like Vinny and Finn never worked. But why do you need? They both want to come off the left. I don't know why anyone. Well,
No,
who
this
they
is what I
never.
mean though, because if you get a manager who can, for example, if you look, there's a clip from PSG when Mbappe was about to leave PSG going to Real Madrid, and Enrique sat Mbappe down and told him, "Listen, you're the first line of offense. You need to press, 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 whatever, right?" They need a manager who can do that. Because if you get any other manager who Mbappe can walk over, it's toast. Like
No,
even if
but
you
you
get
see,
whatever.
but you see that. But it's not even a manager. You have to have the cachet because Enrique he had been out of the game for a while when he first came back to PSG. So you need a manager that those guys are gonna. If they say something, you're gonna listen, or you can like one that Florentino Perez is gonna go. Actually, I believe in him more than you. And there's not that many. There's not that many. Mourinho back in the day is like it's like
Maybe
if I
Zidane.
say something, it goes. He's a daddy, yeah,
Zizi.
maybe it's where it's like if I say something and he says something, I'm still backing the manager. Whereas now it's like as soon as Mbappe says something, manager got because for example, I know he won the league, but he didn't have them years and years where it's like, hey, he's the guy. There was still, hey, but that's all the difference over there. That's I ain't trying to get on Real Madrid. That's their problem. I hope they suffer. Can they keep suffering that way? Send the suffering their way, man. Man, allow it.
The
Allow
hate
it,
was
man.
real. I love it. I love it.
But
I got
hey,
time for that. I got time for
nah,
that.
man. Hey, brother, that's too many finals. I mean, hey, man,
They
killing my
took
head.
your best player. They took your
But
future
yeah,
captain for
but
peanuts.
I ain't even too worried about. I ain't even care about that took in the best player. That ain't even a bother to me.
Sure,
It's the
sure.
finals, brother. I can't. Yeah, nah,
Well,
nah,
so the
man.
10th thing was not a bother to you.
Brother, it was just like whatever, innit? Like, man wanted to leave. I ain't gonna do your thing, but
No,
like,
you
brother,
know
that
what?
ain't even a,
You don't
because
need me, man. We
it's
need someone
happened before and it'll
else.
happen again.
No, we
Yeah,
need
brother,
someone else. That
It's
would
happened
rattle
before.
someone.
It'll happen
No,
again.
no, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's those people. I won't even lie to you.
Nah, man, you can't get to about football is a fickle game, man. You can't love no one too much. There will always be the next man.
Oh man.
Um, now I know you were trying to battle. Yeah, you would have lost his head. Okay, man. But yeah, moving on to the title picture because we wasn't here last week, but obviously we had a big game last week, which went in the neutrals direction, as we say. So the neutrals direction. Hey, City beat Arsenal. And then they beat Burnley. So we're at pace, and it's now straight shootout. Who's got it in the locker to pull it out of the bag? Now Arsenal yesterday took their first step, put Newcastle to bed. We'll start with how do you actually think, Tristan? How do you think the game went? How do you think Arsenal played? For me, Newcastle was just they showed
No,
something, but it's just yeah.
agreed. I think we played Newcastle at the right time. You know, they definitely they had opportunities to put us to the sword, but we got away with it. That's yeah, football's about you need some luck sometimes. But I'll be honest, I was quite pleased with our set play routine. I quite enjoyed that. Obviously, Eze scoring a screamer is always good for me, man. But yeah, there were
Yeah.
a few instances where I thought we could have done a bit better, you know. But with Martin Odegaard coming back, I feel like we are once again on the front foot, which is a little bit better to watch. Like he's actually pressing the back line and obviously forcing mistakes, allowing us to like start higher up the pitch, which is, yeah, man, it's cool. Obviously watching Miles Lewis-Skelly play in the midfield yesterday with Rice is a very encouraging sign. Hopefully we can give Zubimendi a bit of a rest, but why are we talking about rest in the last 4 games? You know, it's mad. But anyway, um, yeah, man. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, that one there frustrates me, so I won't get into it too much. But yeah, man, positive signs. We've managed to turn it around. Hopefully continue into May. We were able to just do the job, man. I don't care about any frills or anything, you know what I mean? No garnish. I just want, you know what I mean? Just give it to me straight. That's all we need. Just get the 3 points, man. They're all worth the same.
Hey, that's a pause, bro.
A pause? Oh, mad.
I must have given it to us.
Where's your mind, bro? Where's your mind?
I don't know, but once I give it to me straight, like, bro, I'm like, hey, I honestly thought for a sec after, I thought he was about to go, hey, give it to me straight, no butter. I was like, what? I was like,
No.
no baseline.
Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out,
Hey,
chill out, chill out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo. Where's your mind, bro?
just already been
Goodness gracious.
traumatized, bro. Like, let's leave it there, man.
no, but hey, I hear it. Like this time of year, it's just gotta be you just gotta it's just getting victories, grinding it out. Get any way you can.
Bro,
Yeah, you go.
man's there grinding out.
Hey, nah, let's you gotta
Hey, Josh, you're
reconvene.
next.
Hey, but it's just yeah, hey, but it's just you gotta make it out of the any way you can. Like
Ooh,
Josh, from you last week. Now that's Arsenal won, and they play first next week, so it gives them another chance. They can literally open up to 6 points. I know City will still have a game, but do you think this is a real time for the Arsenal to push an advantage? Because it's always, even though it might be a game in hand, knowing I have to catch that is always a different mindset than we're the kind of level and we're playing at the same time, sort of thing. And do you think that's going to make City react? Do you think it's going to bother them, or do you think they're just going to come and take whoever's next out?
Now, the thing is, like, I think you've seen City and Pep love this. City and Pep just love the fact that Arsenal have played already and they know they have to win regardless what happens. You know, Haaland is up for it. You can tell, like, even up to the game against Arsenal, the way Haaland is posing for pictures and all that. Like, City are up for that. City love that because City knows that they can just turn up the heat. Like, they can just crank it up and go there. The one thing I'll say is, for the first time in a while, I was impressed with Arsenal, the way they approached the City game. Yes, they lost, but actually they were going for it. You know what I mean? So, but then the problem I then have is with Arteta. Like, why couldn't he have done this 4 weeks ago? You know what I mean? Those are the games he was playing. Why is he trying to control the game? Backward passes, sideways passes, not instructing his players to go forward, the runs. They're missing. You know what I mean? This is a coaching problem, in my opinion. So if Arsenal lose this title, it's down to Arteta, no one else. And that's it. Because in the two games against City, why is Raya the one with the most passes in those two games against City, both in the Cup final and in the Premier League game? Why? Why are there so many backward passes from
to be fair, Ryan
Zubimendi to
didn't
the
play in the
defense and
final.
whatever? Sorry,
Right.
not Raya. Sorry, Raya didn't play in the final, but most passes are by the defense to the keeper. You know what I mean? Like there's so many touches or instances of that. Like in both games, why does that seem to happen? That can't be a player problem. There's no player in the world who's thinking, right, pass is coming, let me go safe, unless the manager has told you to be safe. So if Arsenal want to win this, Arteta has to tell the players not to be safe. Like allow the players to create. Like Eze is a creative player. You unleash him, give him the freedom. He will make those passes for you. So it's down to Arteta for me personally. But to be fair, unlike last season, this season Arsenal actually went for a win in the game and they lost. But it's still down to the wire anyway because it's going to be goal difference and all that jazz. So I mean, it might still change.
Yeah, I would still slightly put Arsenal as favourites because I would say City's game is they're quite difficult because of that middle portion of the league. Everyone's still there. They all still could like can get Champions League. I think the only team that Arsenal play that can still get Champions League or not Champions League but Europe places is Fulham, which is next week. But that's
Boys, you're
one, and
hoping
then
a
I think
couple
they
of the
got
Fulham boys do us a favour, you know. Obviously,
no, but
there's a
they
few
want they
ex
want
Arsenal players. You know what I mean?
yeah, but they want
Hopefully,
Europe because they're literally they're two
they don't
points
want
of
to play.
sixth place.
They don't want to play on Thursdays.
They,
Come on, bro.
but that's
They don't
above
go to
everyone. But
Fulham's
the other
on
money,
Thursdays.
but you know what the money does for the owners for the next manager that may come in or for the
No
manager they're
man.
trying to keep.
Don't be
So that's what I'm
selfish.
saying. Like,
But here's
so
the thing
they
I think though, like City, I think the previous things we've seen is like City always is a juggernaut at the end of the season, and this season we wondered because the old players who used to do it have left, would the new players do it, and they're doing it now. So I don't think it actually makes a difference whichever team City face. If it's gonna be people fighting for Champions League, whatever, I think City still have, if nothing else, the quality to actually just push them forward. You know, like people like Haaland is there, Donnarumma is there now, even though he made a miss against Arsenal, like the saves he made after that, you know what I mean? So even though it's not the same personnel, it's still personnel which is like qualified enough to lead them over the line. And like I said, for me personally, the signings of Semenyo and Gehi for me were genius, absolutely genius, and they wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those two signings. So
No,
I think regardless of who City face, City
particularly
is
Mark
actually
Gay.
City's to lose now. Yeah,
No, Mark Gay
Yeah,
was a
but I
fantastic
do.
signing.
Gay
Nah, but
was a
they
fantastic
was going
signing.
for it.
Yeah,
But for example, like I was saying, Arsenal have Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Palace. So like I said, Fulham they have something to play for. West Ham, by the time they play them, maybe they don't. You don't
No,
know.
no, no, no.
They
They'll
might
still
not have
have something to
nothing.
play for. They will still have something
But
to play
let me
for.
say, if they go, for example, if they go lose the next two, or they win the next one, and Spurs draw or Spurs lose, that's what I'm saying. They may not have something that it might be life or death for them in that game. If you get what I mean,
but
it
you're
could not
forgetting
be.
that even last seasons, for example, remember the match which company scored against Leicester. Leicester at the time they play for the trying to avoid relegation. You know, like City have
No,
always
but
had
that's not.
people.
No, but
City have always had people who have something to play for, which they play and they win. It's a 1-0 win, 2-1 or whatever, but there's always been someone to
But I'm
play
just saying
for
the
something to play
level
for.
the level of games like Burnley, you know, Arsenal's gonna Palace. Like I said, I think I said so. By the time they play Palace, Palace could be playing a final or be close to a final that they're not trying to touch it. Like the season could be like, we just want to play the conference final. Where City's games, this is what I'm saying. City's game, the teams they're playing all basically have something to play for, which is gonna make that Everton
Sure.
still in a.
But my
Which
argument is,
look,
in
they
the
got
last few
Everton.
years, City have always had to play teams which have something to play for compared to other teams.
Yeah, but
Always.
not this much. But like if you play, sometimes you play the mid-table, they got nothing to play for. They just kind of just play just to get. Whereas these teams have like they want
The
to get
list of
Europe.
teams.
Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth. Like I said, they got Palace, but Palace probably and Villa could. If Villa go on a bad run, could need to win in the last game of the season. So all them teams, especially some of them, are in good form. Everton have been in decent form. Brentford are in decent form. Bournemouth are in great form. Like Villa have been in. I think did they lose yesterday? Villa lost yesterday. So if you look at the table now, I don't
Mm.
think Villa will need it because of Chelsea dropping out to 48. And Villa got. Oh yeah, us and Man U all got 58. I don't think they'll need it, so that might be an easy one at the end.
I think the top
Unless Villa
five is
just
they've
plumb.
kind of confirmed the
Yeah,
teams,
unless
just
the only
placement.
one I can say is the only thing is if Villa plummet, but I don't see that happening that much
No.
because that would mean Chelsea basically winning. Wait, Chelsea lost 5 in a row. Yikes! Yikes! Yo, that is
Chelsea
crazy.
Chelsea lost 5 in a row and didn't score in any of them. In
Yikes!
any
It's
of
like
them.
6 hours of
Hey,
football or
no wonder they
something.
got fired.
Dude,
Hey,
like
no wonder.
they didn't score anything. Like
Uh,
no goals for
For
in
real.
that
Hey, I
period.
just saw that.
How?
Hey, that's a little segue
How?
into what we're gonna. That is. I said because I'm looking at the table. You know where you see the green, the tick on the. I just got.
It's just
I saw
red, 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 red,
everything.
red.
I was thinking, wait, what? Hey, that is crazy.
Bro, and do you
Hey, for Chelsea,
understand
that is.
what's gone on and the way their fans are talking? Bro.
Hey, Lord, he's like just yeah, nah, loud. But yeah, like I said, top five problems. So, like I said, I think Arsenal. I feel Arsenal will win it because I feel Arsenal's defense will always keep them in games. No matter who they play, they won't be out of any game. So it's always like we can nick a win, a draw. Like they'll be there to right to the end. See,
Listen,
the
man,
only way
This is
see
it's
where
down to the players.
that's what I'm
this
saying.
is
Players will
See,
where I
have to
deliver.
win.
think
See, you've got to win all their games and
this
win
is
on
where
God
I think
first.
like the difference is not even in the squad. The difference is in the manager, in my opinion. I
Okay.
think the difference is that City team, regardless of whoever they pay for, like who they're gonna play against, like no matter the quality of the opposition, that team will play for Pep. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like Pep will grind that team to make sure no homo. Will grind that team to make sure that team actually, gets where they need to do. I am not sure Arteta has that, in my opinion. I think, for example, before they played the Man City game, man had Arsenal training in front of a TikTok screen, bro. Like, that's mental to me. Like, remember the shine your light, guys. Shine your light. Shine the light. Like, this is not it for me
He
personally.
makes
So
everything too much like a final where you need just calmness.
that's what I mean. So that's the thing.
Sure,
So if
yeah.
players are used the mentality of keep it tight, keep it this, keep it whatever, I'm not sure Arteta can actually manage players through the thing, and that's the difference for me, in my opinion. I think Pep, regardless of who you are, Pep one day can turn up and just shout at Haaland, and Haaland will be like, "Fuck, let me prove this guy wrong," and Haaland will score 3 goals. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like Pep has that ability. Arteta not yet. So this is why I think City just have the edge, just because of the manager persona. If it was like Pep versus I don't know, Conte, Yeah, that's more for fight. You know what I mean? Because Conte can also get the best out of his players. But in Arteta, I am not sure he can actually motivate his players to get off the line. So I think Pep has just done it a few too many times. We've seen it now. He's caught up. Like everyone's saying, oh no, Pep's not going to do anything. He has caught up with a different, like squad with new players and everything else. So at this point, I think I just have to go for Pep, not Arteta. The difference is the manager for me for the last few matches. So I hear what you're saying about the matches being difficult for City versus Arsenal, but this man is amazing. He's a sick man. Like last season, he took a rest when he realized Arteta's not going to win the title. Then this game, he came back to haunt his former student. He's a sick man. He's a sick individual. This guy, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
Just
enough.
want to have the final point on the title race before we move on.
To be fair, man, I think it would just be it'll be fun, obviously for you lot, but it will be an emotional roller coaster for me. I'm looking forward to it playing out because do you know what? Yeah, I've gained some perspective after the Man City game. Yeah, nothing changes for us if we lose. Yeah, I mean, like we'll be bantered anyway. Like regardless, it doesn't. If we win, that's when you get me. That's anyway. Let's move away. Let's move away. Otherwise, I'll lose my mind. Yeah,
Alright, but look,
yeah, man.
hey, all I know is it just annoys me that you guys or City are winning on about 85 so points. Man, we got 97 and still lost the title. We got 99. What's I think we got. No, did you get 99?
98 was 98.
We got 98 and still lost the title. Nah,
That
that's
was
it.
crazy.
That is stinky.
No,
Hey,
he's
man, I'll never
crazy.
forget.
This guy is a sick individual.
Nah,
Listen,
man,
you guys don't listen.
True.
He's a
True.
demented man. Honestly.
Alright, let's go on top four. Top four seems look. To be honest, this is normally more the one that's more difficult to talk about. But since Chelsea's demise, it kind of seems a little bit. See, like Tristan was saying, it's more what we're gonna be like. Liverpool won yesterday. Isak scored a decent goal. What was it? We ended up winning 3-1, made it a little bit tight at the end, and it could have gone our way. Villa lost yesterday, so now we're level with Villa. Man, you got a game Monday against who they playing again?
Playing Brentford.
Brentford. So that's going to be
Yeah.
a tight game because Brentford, like I said, they want that. If they win, they would go into sixth place. So they want that. So that'll put them into a Europa League spot. So that's crazy. They're ninth and they could jump all the way to sixth. Is
So
that
where
league
could
middle
Chelsea
table?
finish this week, this game week?
If Brentford win, Chelsea would be ninth.
It'll be ninth, bro.
Ninth. They were like full 3 weeks ago. That's it.
crazy.
December.
So
There
that
was a certain individual talking to me about title challenges. Yeah. Where are you?
nah. Hey,
Wow.
nah, man. That man ghosted. All them Chelsea man
Actually,
ghosted.
like for this top four segment, can you focus on Chelsea first? Because I think I have a lot of stuff to say about this Chelsea thing.
Hey, I'll let you
Allow me to
land,
do
bro.
so. Thank you very much. Let me land on this Chelsea thing because the first thing is, first of all, did you see the numbers of this Chelsea thing? Like apparently how much they've spent in the last 2 seasons.
Oh, no,
It
crazy.
equates to something like between 400 to 600,000 pounds a flipping month or something along those lines of money they've spent on the squad
600,000 a month.
a month.
Yeah.
Which was what they've spent on the squad, only to be currently 8th at the moment. Honestly, this model is not working. You can't just get a random American dude who knows nothing about football to be like the football director or to manage a whole football team. Like, it's not going to work. And this thing of them like hiring and firing managers at will, of hiring young people for the future, it's not going to work. You need experience in that squad. And obviously, they took the answer from us. Thank you very much. Like, like, I don't know if you've guys seen the edit on TikTok about like the Wolf of Wall Street, where like Amorim was selling Garnacho to Chelsea and whatever, and was imitating what's his name. What's his name, man? I forgot his name.
Jordan Belfort.
No. The actor who only goes for like under 25. What's his name?
Yeah,
Leo.
Leo, exactly. He was imitating Leo and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately, that's how I feel. Like, good reasons. So, like, legitimately, Chelsea, they need to get their head from below there and actually realize this is a football team, not an NFL team or not a future Avengers squad, whatever. Nah, man, this is a football team. Like, you need experience and youth to get to where you are. You can't just keep firing managers. Like there was no reason to fire Maresca. Fine,
None.
maybe if I
Uh,
aggrieved,
Nah,
but
but that
Maresca
was
was going to
beef.
be
That
the
was
one who was
internal
managing.
beef.
Yeah, man.
He was a beast, but then that's the thing is there was no one else to take over the mantle. Like I said, Chelsea. I remember saying this. Chelsea wants someone who they can control, who they can manage, who they can impose on. And this guy, this brother, came in as like, I'll be that guy. But to be fair, he won because he's getting 24 M's. So generation wow. So
Do you know
like,
what? Do you know what? In terms of Maresca, like he came in as a yes man. Obviously, he come from Leicester. He didn't really have too much skin in the game. He won the Conference League and then he won the Club World Cup. After that, they couldn't really chat to him no more because he proved what he's doing is right. And
Nah, but he
it
nah,
became
nah,
it
nah. But even for
became
that,
so
but he
go on.
came in with because he came in with the thing of like when the people say when I think I might be getting my dates wrong. He was definitely there at Man City, but he was instrumental in their like when they won their they won all
I'm
the
not
titles or they won. But so he was
I'm not
known for
saying
that, and then went to
I'm not
Leicester.
saying
They won a league. Then
no,
came
but
to
like
Chelsea and was doing his
no,
thing.
but the thing is, like, what
being
Chris is
Pep's
saying
number
is to jump
two.
from Leicester to Chelsea. That's a big jump.
Yeah,
It is. It is. But he
Yeah.
proved
hey,
he
but
was
hey,
ready for it. He proved he was ready for it. And
yeah,
what Maresca was doing was, for me, it was a bit scary. Yeah, because I didn't want to
Fact.
see what Maresca would have achieved after 2 seasons. Because that would have been, like, with the money behind him, that could have been another Man City situation. Yeah. But fortunately, they had too much. I didn't even know what to call it. But like, they just didn't want to listen to what he was saying. Apparently, he was talking about bringing a centre back, and it was an issue. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you not listening to this man? He's delivered everything he said he was going to. The only what's it called? The only competitions that he couldn't deliver on were. But anyway, I digress. Right
nah,
now, Chelsea have a manager that does not have his UEFA B license. How does that work?
He doesn't.
It
I
doesn't.
think he got a B. He ain't got his pro.
No. Well, fair. He might have a B. He might have a B. He
I
might have
got
a
something.
B.
I know certain
But
things
what are we
about that,
doing?
but I ain't getting into all that with the how
Not
Chelsea
even.
kind of
They've
been
got
moving
themselves
laylately.
into a pyramid scheme, bro. They're
Yeah, I
pissed.
know.
Sorry for my
Fact.
language. Sorry for my language, but they're in
Yeah,
trouble,
I know.
bro.
I know. But hey, if he goes and wins a league, sorry, the FA Cup, he might be asking for that job. I wouldn't be surprised. Be like, he might be asking for that job.
And
Nah,
his
but
boy might
hey,
give it
that's
to
it.
him.
Yeah, you
Man.
know. Hey, but even with that, yeah, the next season is gonna be absolutely. I was thinking about it. Next season there could be even if you count the managers coming up, there could be almost half the managers in the league could be all new.
Do you know what I think? I think here's
That
what's
is
gonna
gonna be
happen.
cool.
I think here's what's gonna happen. Iriola has left his job at Bournemouth. He's hungry for an opportunity. Doesn't matter where. Chelsea's gonna sign him up, and then we're gonna see what's gonna go on from there. To be fair, Ariola has great thing of developing talent, like all the people he sold and everything like that. So that might work out. The
But he ain't
problem
got the
is
players he likes.
no, but the
Bro,
thing is, that's the
Bournemouth
thing.
didn't
It's
happen
going to be down
overnight.
to Chelsea's leadership to see how they're going to move on. If they keep on buying this young player thing and not listen to the manager, they're going to go down. That's the thing, regardless of who the manager is. Like, I remember at the start of the season, like you were saying, Tris, they wanted, what's his name? Magnan from AC Milan, and it was available 15 M's. He wanted it as well. They refused that to keep Sanchez. Like, come on. Like, let's not do that. They
Nah,
wanted the centre back,
we
they wanted the
realize.
striker. Like, you cannot ignore what the manager wants and go with what you want and expect results. You know what I mean? I have the same thing with Man United right now. Like, if we sign Carrick, we're toast. We're going to be like Chelsea. I swear to you now. If we sign
Yeah,
Carrick on a permanent basis, we're going to be like Chelsea because Carrick is going to be yes man because Carrick wants a job. Carrick wants everything. So if we sign Carrick, we're going to be like Chelsea. So I know this. So if Chelsea do that, it's toast. They have to get a proper football director in, proper football people, make the proper decisions. Otherwise, these guys are going to be doing what Spurs are doing this season, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah. I wish I
No,
see how
this is
that
it.
Chelsea plays out.
Chelsea could end up being Spurs, like in a couple of
Facts.
seasons. Like it's not a joke. Like, it's not a joke. Like right now they're slipping from eighth, but that's because obviously of Maresca getting them in such a fantastic position. Like next season, bro, it's dark. It's dark because
Yeah, but
Exactly,
they'll
bro.
get a
It's
good
looking
manager.
very
But you
their
dark.
know
their
what
players
happened?
are starting to down tools, man. Like,
Yeah, I know, but you know what happened?
what's
And
his
they all
name?
stuck in contracts. They all pissed.
No, but,
They all
no,
pissed.
but that Enzo Don started to talk about Madrid looks like Buenos Aires. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Bro, he ain't going
he
nowhere.
doesn't
Man
want to
said
be around,
8 year
bro.
contract. Bro, he's
Bro,
8. Bro, around where? He's got 8 years. Where you going? He ain't going
bro,
nowhere.
bro.
He ain't going nowhere. I
I
said they
don't
all
think
locked
they'll.
down. They,
I don't think they'll get what they paid for him, but they're gonna
nah,
get
but they
at
all
least.
locked down. Bro, you
But you
got
know
eight
what?
years. It's long. Them contracts are like death
I
sentences.
think it's telling when Kukurea is actually speaking sense. Kukurea of all people. Like you said, listen, if we keep on buying young people, we're not gonna get anywhere. Like this is Kukurea of all people. Like, I don't take that guy seriously, but it's actually making sense.
Yeah,
Like
because it's
when you
squad
have someone
balance.
like that, it's something. If you have someone like that who's speaking like that on behalf of the team, and we've got Enzo saying whatever he's saying, like there's clearly something wrong with the ownership. You need leaders in that team. Like obviously it's good to have the young players, but you need experienced people. Like you need an experienced center forward. You know what I mean? Who demands more from the players. You need a center back who won't take rubbish. You need a proper midfielder who will lead the team. And they don't have that. And you need a keeper who can actually save shots and bring calm to the team. So
Yeah,
Sanchez ain't it
Maybe
for
even
me, for
organize
example.
defense a little bit, you know?
Literally. So
yeah.
yeah.
We'll see how. Well, that's a. We
Long
got a
way
summer
to
for them summers for those conversations. But just quickly, I just want to see out of the three, Man U, Liverpool, Villa. How do you think the top four is gonna or top five is gonna end up? Just quickly, just ban Tris to go first.
Man United third, Villa fourth, Liverpool fifth.
Josh.
Yeah, Man United third, Liverpool fourth for the fact that Villa is still in thingy, Europa League doing the most. So I think at some point when Emery, he loves the Europa League. We know this man, so he's going to prioritize the Europa League over the Premier League. So just because of that, Liverpool fourth, Aston Villa fifth, and Chelsea sixth. That's how I see it.
You think
I
Chelsea?
didn't.
Hey, I don't know if
I
Chelsea
don't
can
know. I
make
don't
it.
know. I don't know.
I don't know
I
if we
don't
can
know.
give out.
I
Bruv, it's
think they have the
tight.
players to pull it
Bruv,
through.
they've got there's hella
I don't know.
teams.
I don't know. This
I'll
is
say
it,
for
man.
us, it's Liverpool fourth,
Momentum
Man
gone.
U fifth, and Villa. No, sorry, Man U fourth, Villa fifth. But Chelsea, hey, they still got to play
So
us.
who's your
For
third?
you, like six.
Liverpool.
What?
Well, we're tied with you at the moment. It's like we're miles off you.
You've got a game in hand, bro.
You
Like,
gotta go
all
win
you
that
need is
game in
4
hand.
points and you're done.
Gotta go win that game in hand. It's all well saying that. Hey, you need to win that game in hand first. And still, that's only 3 points.
Who
You're
did you
telling me
play
you can't
this?
lose no
Who
more
did you
games.
play? Who did you just play?
Palace.
A little win against Palace.
I think we still got Man U. Ain't we still got Man U?
Yeah,
Not
we
sure.
still got
Yeah,
but we
so
don't need to win
that's
that
what it's
game.
gonna.
Oh, that would
Well,
be
that's what it's gonna
Cool.
come.
fair enough. Sorry,
That's what it's
sorry.
gonna come down to.
All we need to secure Champions League for us is like 4 points in the next 5 games, and we're sorted.
Brother, I said
Yeah,
all you
I
need.
think
Like, you're
that's
not
I
3
think that's
points
realistic.
ahead.
No, but that's realistic.
No,
In terms of
mathematically,
security
all we
wins.
need is 4 points of the next 5 games
Yeah,
to
because one of them's
win to
against
get
us. So
top.
when we play you, that's all it's all about. Like, we got you next week Sunday. Brother, that's it. Hey, whoever
Another
wins that
repeat
is
of
probably
that
getting
Maguire
fourth.
thing, isn't it?
Why
Yeah.
are you talking hard checks? Have you not seen
Bruv.
what your team has been doing for the last however long? Where is this confidence come
We've
from?
only had one
and-
game a
and
week.
Palace are
Our
not
team
that.
couldn't hack. Our team couldn't hack 3 games a week, man. We didn't have the squad for that. So
Let's talk about your team actually. Like, apparently Slot is staying. So what's going with that? What's going to happen with that?
I'm not too fast. It's about again, it's squad balance. Our balance has just not been right this year. We haven't had no player. We've got no build up. So one of the first keys, we need a build up player and we need a winger. And a winger that can attack, fullbacks that fullbacks are worried about. Those are the 2 key things we need to be able to get back to because at the moment we don't scare teams because
You need centre backs as
we
well.
can't
man.
play through.
And
Nah,
two
centre backs are
fullbacks.
fine, man.
Your centre backs are not fine. Your
No.
centre
Bruv,
backs
centre-backs
are
are
not
fine.
fine, bro. Like, they're not fine.
But
They
your
are
centre
not
back's fine.
Huh?
Your centre back's fine.
No, they're not. We know this. We admit it. Yours are not fine as well, bro.
Mine are fine,
Like,
man.
legitimately.
No, they're not.
Like, I personally think Van Dijk needs to ship.
Nah, man.
Like, legitimately, Van Dijk needs to ship. Because this season, he's been caught lacking, and he's been blaming everyone else but him.
Yeah, but that's
For
a
thing.
whole team structure. It's just
No.
it's
It's not a whole team. It's a Van Dijk issue. This guy is getting caught on the ball, letting players run behind him, not getting touched enough. It's been on Van Dijk this season. And this is the problem. Like, legitimately, I told you guys, the two people who need to move on from this team, Van Dijk and Salah. Salah is moving on. That's one. Van Dijk needs to move on. That's two. Legitimately.
We got new centre backs coming, so if they can dislodge him, they can take his place. They can take
This is
it.
what I think. Because if you stay with Van Dijk, I don't see you actually progressing. I mean, listen, he's still a decent centre back. But honestly, I think you need two new starting centre backs, especially now they've got Kirkers on the thing. Because Kirkers is like Evra. I remember when they had Evra at Man U, the reason it worked is because we had Vidic. If we didn't have Vidic, Evra was not going to work at Man U because Evra was like Kirkers. That guy has to bomb forward. So if you don't have a centre back who can cover him the same way Vidic covered Evra, it's toast. And that's what's happening with Van Dijk at the moment.
Yeah, man. We'll see how they. Yeah, next season you got to retool, man. Yeah. Season happen. I'm still alright. Hey, if you look at the actual squad, hella youngsters or young players that are good players. So it's either Slot's gonna fix him, or hey, move on. Next man's gonna fix him.
But do you think Slot can actually do that? Do you think Slot is the man?
I don't know. I don't know whether he can do it, but I know the players. There's enough talent there and enough. There's too much talent there that I'm alright. Because I think someone put it up.
Slot is a bad manager. I just think that he's just had a bit of unfortunate circumstances this season. You know, do you not agree?
Some of it has. I think he could have been. I think the one thing that he's been bad. I'm like, that's on you as much as anything. Is our defensive structure and how to play. That is on him because you're the manager that controls that. And rather you're not motivating players to do the running enough, or you haven't got the structure right. That is the worst thing that needs to be fixed. Like, so we're more compact and harder to play. But some of the other stuff is just, he's the striker he brought in was never fit and then got injured for half of the year. You get one back, the next one's gone for another 9 months. Like, and Ekitike wasn't ready. You could tell even when he was playing, like, he wasn't ready to be the main guy. Like, you could tell he could never. He could never finish games. No, but he can't finish. He couldn't finish games. You could tell he needed someone else to be able to alternate with. Like, it's not like Haaland. Hey, I can bang 90 minutes every week. You need me? I've got 90 minutes. Like, Bob, he never finished the game. Even when there was no one else on the bench, he still brought him off.
But this is
the only striker.
No, but he couldn't finish games. No, but he couldn't finish games.
Because he's the only striker. Because imagine, listen, you're winning 1-0. You're winning 2-0.
No, he wasn't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He wasn't winning. Like, I get it, yeah, you're winning and comfortable, yeah, take it on, but he wasn't. But you know, Haaland, it don't matter if they're winning 1-0, he's still on the pitch, 90 minutes. Because that's what your striker is built for, or your main. Ekitike is not there yet. Because in the Bundesliga or French league, the intensity is not there. It's not the same as the Prem. Like, you gotta be. Yeah, he couldn't finish games, so he was like, he wasn't ready to be this season. Be like, this is your team and your main guy. That's why they brought Isak to be like, Ekitike can play some games. He can also swap with Isak to get Isak rest, and then you build that up and you build his stuff up. You get what I mean? And then now he's gone for 9 months, so it's like, but what can you do? What can you do, honestly?
No, not at all. You know?
Man.
Hopefully you recover soon, man. That was a nasty injury.
Yeah, man. Inshallah, man. That guy will come soon. Don't worry, we'll be back by next year.
But
before you move on, I just want to say, I'm happy Robertson scored, man. That was a lovely goal for him. You know what I mean? Nice send off. He deserves that.
Facts.
Man. I don't know why he's trying to go Tottenham, which is a nice segue. Because, bro, I don't know why he's trying to go Tottenham.
Lie to you. Listen, if I had the chance, listen, I'm moving from Liverpool to Tottenham. The pay gap is not going to be that much. It's still a top, in quotes, top side. Listen, I'm taking it. Listen, I'm a 32-year-old left back, still going to play in a top team in the Premier League or Championship, still getting a good salary in London. I'm taking it, man. Like, legitimately.
Do you think
Tottenham going to Leeds or somewhere else?
Do you think Tottenham will manage to stay up?
Yeah, man. It looks like them. Forest looks like they've edged out a little bit. Could they still be brought back in? Of course. But Tottenham 34 points, West Ham 36. It looks like it's a straight shootout. And that's why I said, if West Ham win their next game and Tottenham lose, they're going to be sitting comfortably.
Who's their next game?
Let me find out. So West Ham have Brentford next Saturday.
Ooh.
away. So that's going to be a tough one. See, West Ham games are not easy. Brentford
That's the
away,
thing.
Arsenal at home, Newcastle away, Leeds at home last game. But I
But
think
then
Leeds are
next
out of
game,
it.
Spurs are playing Villa though. That's the bite as
Yeah,
well.
but Villa is going to be out of Champions League. Is it not Champions League, Europa League?
Spurs games.
So Spurs are going to play Aston Villa, and
Leeds,
then they'll
but Leeds are going to want to win that
Leeds,
to
yes.
make that certain. So that's going to be a tough one. Chelsea, Everton, they both got tough games. So
You know
it
what?
could
Yeah,
go either way, really.
really and truly, I can see West Ham doing what they need to do, just because obviously they know what it means. They've been here before. Spurs, like, let's be honest, yeah. If they couldn't beat Wolves, who could they beat? You understand? That's mad.
They did their balls.
No, but they had to win that game. They had to win that game. Like, if they couldn't beat Wolves, yeah. Like, but anyway, yeah, I feel like West Ham have a little bit more juice than Spurs. Obviously, they lost Solanke, they lost what's it called, Javi Simmons. Like, who's creating for them? It's bleak, man. It's
tight.
bleak.
But the thing is, with Spurs, Kulu has come back, who was not there for the whole season. Who actually
Is he actually on the bench?
Yeah, like legitimately before Kulu was injured, he was their most creative player.
I know, but that guy, I thought his career was done.
Yeah, he had an output like before he got injured. But now he's back, so that might negate the Xavi
Do you not
Simons
think
thing.
that's a lot? Do you think that's a lot to expect?
Oh, I didn't even
like, he was their most productive player. Like before he got injured, he was their most productive player.
No, Kulu. No. Kulu went on the bench. Madison was on the bench. That was it.
Okay.
No, but Kulu came back as well. He's back from injury as well. So
but he ain't playing the season. Yeah, he played. Madison on the bench. Brother, ACLs. People be coming back from ACLs like it's nothing. They just snuck onto the bench.
The science is different, man. You know?
Hey, Madison on the bench. That could be their greatest, but yeah, obviously he probably won't have enough to start up any games.
He's gonna have to find the range, man, against Aston Villa. That's gonna be tough. You know? Do you think they're gonna give him?
But the thing is, like remember what I told you about Aston Villa? Unai Emery is going to be going for the Europa League. That's the thing. So, even though he wants to secure the league, if he wins the Europa League, he's got the Champions League anyway. And you know Unai Emery and Europa League are a marriage made in heaven, man. Like, these guys, they don't miss when they're together in the same thing. So, Unai Emery might just devote more of his time and attention to Europa League, which is A, silverware, B, Champions League confirmed. So, I still think I don't know, maybe it's sentimental value or whatever, but I still think Tottenham can pull something out of the hat. But if they get relegated, then it's going to be interesting television.
Nah, it will be. Hey, but we're all going to be here. Which one of them's getting relegated? That like almost both of them over like 60,000 seaters. Gonna be enjoying the championship next year. One of those clubs gonna be enjoying it with the others. Hey.
You've seen the memes of what you call it, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air thing, and then the apparently championship teams coming to the Spurs Stadium and all that with Will Smith taking pictures.
Hey, but you know what it is there? I don't think either might not even make it up because when they come down, they're gonna be every team's like cup day. Like they're gonna be like they want to do something against them. So it's gonna be long days for them because every team's gonna come and with their situation of who they're gonna get rid of, like their whole team. Yeah, but either team is gonna be interesting. But either team, hey, there's players there that I want from both. There's players there that from especially my help. Hey, especially from West Ham, there's a couple there. Hey, you know there was Archie Grit, Mateus Fernandez. Hey,
Van der Ven, guys, that guy's a defender. I know it right now. He's thinking about Van der Ven. Yeah.
Hey, bro, there's a hell of players for both of them.
Van der Ven
that everyone wants.
Not to touch him.
He's pace, and if I don't know if I can rely on a pace, man. That's the problem because it was like all it takes is one injury and it's done.
For real, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I know you're always gonna catch hamstrings every year. So it's just, as a backup, man, it'll be nice to have him. But you can't if he's your main. Yeah, because it's a problem like that. But hey, that's the kind of roundup way of the.
Just while we're on championship teams, it's looking like is it still looking like Millwall's coming up?
If I think Ipswich, let me see what happened last year because Ipswich they have a game in hand and it's basically theirs. If they win, I think if they had won this weekend and they win their game in hand, they're basically sweet. They're on 80 points, so they put Millwall then in the Premier League, yeah, that's wild.
Bro,
Now I think if they win their game, if they win their game in hand, they're basically on midweek. They're basically up because even if Millwall win, they have like their goal difference is like 15 more goal difference.
Yeah, the goal difference is crazy.
Yeah, so they basically just need to win midweek, and then But I think the midweek, I think it's against Southampton. That's the one.
Let's think about Wrexham, because Wrexham right now are in the playoff position.
Yeah.
So if Wrexham actually comes up, that means these men have got like 5 straight promotion things. 5 things.
There's a little part of me that hates it. Like,
that's a money thing.
It's a brilliant for football. But part of me like really does like dislikes that. Like,
but it's a thing. But it's a money thing though. They've just basically all they've done in every division is just. So when they were in the National League, they bought all the best players from League 2. Can't play for us. So they all dropped down and they're way better. Same thing, they went to League 2, got the best players from League 1, got them down and played. They went to League when they were in League 1, got the best players in League 1, any maybe decent level championship players come down. So they've just been absolutely, and they just got more money than every team. It's only when it gets to like the Prem, it's like, you ain't gonna be able to do that in the Prem.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but when it comes to playoff, I think Southampton's gonna win it because right now they're on a winning streak, a proper winning streak.
Yeah, and they're on a good. They've been good. Even in the game yesterday, they've been good, so they know what they did.
Yeah.
But it's all about it's the luck of the draw. It'll be Millwall, Wrexham. I think Millwall, from what it seems like, they've been good all season, so they'll probably. Yeah, but Hey, I'd love Millwall to stay down and West Ham to stay down. That game would be
You don't want to sit in the Premier League.
They'd have to look. But that'll be. They'd have to look. They couldn't show it on TV. They'll have to look.
Why not? Nah, man.
You know them fans,
on Monday. That'll be fantastic.
On a Monday,
yeah, man.
You know that would
Monday.
It would be 11. You know for a fact it's going to be 11:30 on a Sunday or Monday. They are not giving them no time to get to anywhere. They're saying play before it's even noon. That's what they do with the Old Firm nowadays. It's like 11:30 kickoff.
Man, you're joking.
Yeah, but they don't because if you give them too much time, because that's too much time to drink.
They get juiced up.
They're like, but so you don't have no time to do none of that.
Bro, it's
so put it early possible. Yeah, crazy.
I need that.
Yeah, I need to.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I think it'll be better than Championship because it won't be as obviously they'll put it on telly, but them ones Prem, everyone's too pampered. The Championship, them ones that people might not see it as much, so that you can see how it really goes down.
Tackles flying.
What do you man think about Frank Lampard as a manager though? Like, I mean,
I think he's done. Even at Chelsea, he done good. He just
man.
I think everywhere he's gone so far, he's done all right.
They gave him too much too soon. Obviously when
but they didn't give him nothing. He had no players, but he was still when he first went there. There was on the transfer ban thing, so he just used all youth players.
And then what's it called? And then the summer after, they gave him Havertz. What's it called? That other German youth that can't score.
Werner.
What you're talking about?
Werner.
This is it. No. Ziyech, Werner, all them man there. They gave them bare players, and then all of a sudden it just fell apart. It was too much too soon. Like they took the biscuit. Like if they would have actually taken the time and used Cobham, they could have been a force right now, like absolute force.
Yeah.
Like Mark Gay, bro. It's idiots. More for them.
The last couple of games of the Prem is gonna be definitely interesting. It's gonna be wild. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna move on to a little different topic. For the first time, we're gonna touch the NBA playoffs have started, so we're gonna touch what we're gonna do because I don't want us to be. We could go so many different places. I want each of you both to go. Give me one thing that's your discussion point, your thing that it's really doing you at the moment with the NBA, the playoffs, whether that's a matchup. It's a game, it's a player, it's a whatever, your thing that's that's your key thing at the moment. So we'll start with you, Josh. If you give me something that's this is your thing at the moment that's really that's bothering you with the NBA.
I won't even lie to you. What's bothering me right now is the fact that Lakers are blowing out the Rockets at the moment. Joker is literally crying and all that, right? So I'm happy for the Lakers, but then we're flipping going to get OKC in the flipper next round. We're going to get blown out again. So Like,
Hey, I can't lie though. The Rockets are the stupidest team I've ever seen.
You see what I'm saying?
Bruv, they've got no one, and you're getting. I'm like, yo, that means the coaches are stupid, the players are stupid.
You know what I mean? Like, so obviously it's gonna pump me up as a Lakers fan. Like, flip it now, we blow out the Rockets and all, especially like in the last game. You see that like last minute LeBron steal, LeBron got this, like,
I don't know anything but a free. All you had to do was just keep the ball, get fouled. Just stand there, get fouled. Get fouled. Or just pass it. I don't know what he was trying to do. Like, bro, like anything but even if you threw out a play, they got them run a whole set. You get a defense back.
Just do something. If not that, he had a wide open pass to his right. A wide open pass. Just pass it there. You know what I mean? And then Braun stole it. And then, obviously, as a Lakers fan, I'm like, hell yeah, we in this, like, whatever. But obviously, playing OKC next. I don't see how we're getting past Shea and those man. So, like, it's like my faith is just going to get ripped out of my chest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's useless. Like,
OKC. You count it as a success.
Oh, wait.
You can't count it as a successful season.
It's not going to be success, bro, because, like, obviously, we're coming to a hard stop. It's a hard stop. Like, it's not going to be close. It's going to be disgusting. You know what I mean? Even though we're going to have, like, possibly going to have what's going to Reeves back.
But you don't want Luka back. You don't want Luka back. Luka is not I can come in and play. You don't want to do
Luka. I'm saying, even if Luka was to come back and Reeves or whatever, we're still going to get blown out. Like, that's the truth. And that's what frustrates me most is even when we have our star players back, OKC is going to destroy us. Like, we have no chance. Like, even last season, we went out against the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately, we have no chance. So
I would have given the Lakers more of a chance if Luka had been fully fit, because the problem he's going to be is he's going to have the ball, and he would have spent the last month and a half not dealing with, like, it's okay dealing with defenders, but OKC defenders come at you so hard. You have to be able to deal with that ball pressure, and he's not going to be ready for it. He ain't playing like a month and a half. If he had been playing, I might be like, hey, maybe he gets past that defense, because once you get past that initial pressure, then maybe, because that's what Pacers last year could do. They had the ball ability to get past the pressure, and then they could start to do stuff with Halliburton and stuff. So if you can't get past OKC's pressure, if you can't get past their pressure in the first place, you're finished before you even done anything.
And what also irks me is that it's going to be the same final as last season. Again, it's going to be Knicks. It is going to be Knicks as OKC. I don't see anyone else. Like, I don't see anyone else. Still. Listen, I know they're taking a bit of a stumble in this round, but they're going to come back.
Hey, relax with the Knicks, man. Relax with the Knicks.
Okay, who else? Okay, hang on. Who else from the East besides the Knicks?
The Boston's are the best team that's there. We got the best team that's there.
Still the Knicks, bro. Like, you know it's still the Knicks.
What?
I quite like Atlanta. You know,
But Atlanta can beat the Knicks, and let alone the Knicks get into the final.
It's too true, guys. It's too true. There's still much basketball to play here.
I know, but hey, listen, we're about to. It's about to be, what's it called? We're about to go. I would say we'll do 3-1 tonight and finish it off on like Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the game is. That's my thought process still with the Philly, and then we'll wait to see who comes. Like, but we're chilling, man. Listen, the further we go, the better Tatum's gonna be, and that's the problem. Because that's the more he's gonna get to keep playing. So the further we get, and I think it's not even biased because I'm a Boston fan. I think we're the only team that can actually cause OKC a problem. I don't think if the Knicks.
How?
Because we have the two people that handle the ball most are bigger than their guards, and like I said, unless you can get past the initial pressure, you don't have a chance. And we have
all OKC need to do is double team Tatum, and you're done.
Bravo, you've seen in the game we played against them, out of the East, we're the team that could, because then we space them out a lot more, and we can, like I said, we can get past the initial pressure and actually do something. Not saying we'll beat them. I said we can cause them the most trouble, and we'll see where it lands. But if the Knicks get to the final, listen, Brunson has no chance in hell. He's gonna be dead.
The only team that can handle OKC is the Spurs. That's the only team.
Spurs is the ones that have a real problem,
Yeah.
but that's because they got a Wemby problem. That's a different.
That's
No one else
it.
has got a Wemby. No, that's a problem.
For real.
Like
Because
so,
Chet Holmgren is that man, yeah. But when it's against Wemby, Wemby puts belt to ass. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Hey, he really don't like him.
Nah, he don't like him. Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
Flipping,
But
like,
and
yeah,
and hey,
it's
and the
wild.
other thing, like I said, the problem. That's why it's a problem because you have to have. And then on the other side of the Spurs, that's their thing. They've got big enough guards to guard Shea, and they're quick enough that they have. And because they got Wemby, they know they can just go. They've got Wemby there, so it's like I don't have to worry about nothing else. I can just
Post.
go. I know, but I know that I could just press Shea so hard because he's got to then figure out how to do. So that's why they're because they're big as well. Like to
Do you
beat
know what,
OKC, you have to be bigger than them
You
and have athleticism.
I think
with
it's
Wemby
the work
last
ethic. Because
season,
even if they're bigger than them, LKC
he
walk
gives
around
them.
you. Sorry, coaches.
Not even. I was gonna say when OKC played San Antonio last season, we had an interesting scheme for Wemby. You know, I'm wondering if Coach Mark will tweak that and be able to, you know, at least cause him a problem, make him have to think about certain things. Hopefully, it won't be easy. You can't stop Wemby, but you can at least question. You know, make him answer some questions. Fingers crossed. You know, we're able to do something like that. But yeah, man, he's a problem. He's a problem for us, man. He's a big problem.
He is a
Big
problem. He is a problem.
Yeah. But let's just say OKC they don't want Spurs winning no title this year because it's long after that. Because them man, they got enough players.
They are here.
It's gonna be up there good with. Hey, this is. Yeah, they're them lot after that. Yeah, it's gonna be long. But yeah, Tris, what you got for us? What's grappling you in the NBA as we're in at the moment?
What's griping me? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
See the way Jokic is playing right now, yeah? He gets away with a lot, you know. The way that man be flopping, you know. Like, and no one calls it. No one calls it. You know,
Man,
it's
it's
mad.
dirty.
Bro, do you know what, yeah? It's because he's smart, you know. And like, I think someone must have said the other day, the reason why he gets away with it is because he gets cuts and bruises. Bro, don't get on my nerves, man. Honestly. Like how I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm glad that Rudy Gobert is actually putting a man on the leash and he's showing him what's what.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Some real power. You know, obviously Jokic
Yeah.
is a joke, but yeah, man, this is what he deserves. You know, that 2023 run put him on too much of a pedestal for my liking. You know, and the Eiffel Tower is putting him, you know, back down, which is good for me. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, he only said that so everyone can say Shea's the best. That's the only reason why he cares. That's the only reason why he cares. He just want everyone to say Shea's the best.
Well, he is.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Jordan
he is.
S.
But there's only one MVP this season, for me personally.
Rule,
It has to
man.
be Shea.
Rule. There's no argument. There's no argument. There's no argument.
There are people who are like honorable mentions, but there's only one MVP this season.
For real, man.
Yeah.
MVP is a seasonal award. He's the only man that's done it from, you know what I mean, from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
You know, and he's still taking it up to another level. So yeah, man, chat to him nice.
Chat to him. Nah, but hey, for me personally, the one thing I would do wish about the NBA is if they would get rid of the East West thing when it comes to playoffs because it would be so much interesting. I think I saw it the other day. If you guys were like 1 to 16 and you're just playing 1-16, like there's so many, it makes it more interesting with the matchups. Like we all kind of some of these are interesting, but you all kind of know where it's gonna end up. We know we're likely gonna get Spurs, OKC in the conference finals. You know you're likely gonna get probably it's either Knicks, Boston, and actually, that Pistons looking like
the Pistons are
like wet in the bed. Yeah, they're wet in the
man.
bed. But okay, maybe Cavs. Okay, you're gonna get a combination of probably like Cavs, Boston,
I would say
and Knicks.
the East is a bit more unpredictable and is a little bit more interesting than the West. If you get what I'm saying, in the terms of you don't know who's gonna come out. You know, because there's still because obviously it's about matchups, isn't it? You know, and certain teams meet each other, then obviously they're gonna get through. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Knicks Celtics is not guaranteed in any way, shape, or form.
Nah, it'll be interesting to see. Right, look, come in like 2 weeks' time, it could all look different. Like, the NBA is a funny thing. Like, that's what I mean. We're all talking about the Nuggets and they're stinking it up at the moment. But the injuries, hey, next thing you know, they could win a couple, and then next thing you know, they're coming and they look like they're ready again. That's why the NBA is such a funny thing. With that many games, it gives you so much time to change your own trajectory. Like, it's not just a one-off, oh, we played bad. Like,
But
all
to
it
be
takes is
fair, for me, personally, my dark horse is actually the Timberwolves. Like, if they somehow
they're done, man. They're done, man.
no, 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 no. But the thing is, like, on their day or on their period, they can actually stop anyone. They actually can.
Yeah, they can, but the injuries, they, yeah.
I know, but
Dante,
all I'm saying is, like,
Dante's
out.
out.
Both
like,
knees.
if anyone can stop OKC from going to the finals, it's them. Because I don't
It's
see
not
my team
Spurs.
doing it. So it has to be
It's
the
Spurs.
Timberwolves.
Nah, it's Spurs. Spurs is the biggest problem. Because Timberwolves, yeah, I say they have a good chance, but Spurs is the one. But Timberwolves now, Dante's completely done. They're saying, what's it called? Edwards is a few weeks, but when it's your knees there, and you're already coming back, and his game is not predicated on explosiveness, but the explosiveness, him being so explosive makes people scared to let him, which gives him freedom. But if they know you can't
This is it.
explode,
The reason why he gets so much space is because of how much pressure he puts on the rim.
And you know that
Yeah,
if you let him, it's long. So as soon as they know, yeah, even if he comes back, you know, there's no way he's gonna be fully like, I can go explode out. So they'll just press up on him, and it's down there. It's different. So yeah, they're kind of, even if they get through this round, they're kind of done. So, but what we say, the NBA is about, it's a lot of times it's injuries. That's why OKC do so well, because it's like they can keep Shea barely playing for so long in the season that he don't really get too injured. Even in the playoffs, you can rest him for like if you blow a team out, you just rest him. Like that's help. It's how
That's
can
real
you?
load management. You know what I mean? That's what it should
Yeah,
be. You know? Your team's doing so well, your best players can just sit. You know, that's what it should
That's what
be.
Lakers were doing to thing Doncic the whole season, but they still got injured. So
yeah,
anyway,
Oh,
but
fair enough. I think what's it called?
literally, they were literally babying him the whole season, legitimately.
What was his injury? His injury was no contact. It was non-contact, no?
I don't think it was contact now.
So
yeah. He
that's
said he was
you can't
straight.
legislate for that. His body failed, which is
Well,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
it just happens, man. It's rather some grind, man. It's whoever makes it to the end. It's whoever makes it to the end. Like, that's all it is at the end of the day. Who's got their best players playing their best at the end?
Yeah, I won't even lie to you. Like, it's bleak this season. I don't see anyone else but OKC. I'm trying, but I can't see anyone else but OKC taking this one again. Like, even from the East, which is unpredictable. Like, you
I
can't
don't
even
think
tell
anyone.
between the East and the South
One
yet.
more, one more.
But it depends how ready the Spurs are. If the Spurs come out and do their thing, so
Fingers
this
crossed.
this
Fingers
this is
crossed.
what I want to see if Denver come. I'd rather Denver come out because Denver's actually a problem, or Jokic is a problem for Wemby. But say they come and play each other, and then Wemby deals with it on the team deals with Denver, and they look the thing. Then I'll be like, but these lot may be ready to deal with anyone because that is their probably a weirdly harder challenge for Spurs, then okay, see, even though that's funny, but it's like if they could deal with if Wemby could solve that, you know, then he's like, you know, the confidence would just be through the roof, and then that's when you see if they. That's when you have a proper game against the OKC when they
Why
know
are you
they can
trying to
deal with
rise him?
anyone.
You don't need to be
No,
risen
I'm just saying,
anymore.
like, that's how you know if they're ready. If they can't, because that's what I mean. If they can't beat Denver and look like the better team, then they ain't got no. Obviously, then they wouldn't be able to play OKC. But because if they go,
But
that's
this
what I mean.
is
If they get Minnesota's half injured. If they don't beat them, then you won't know if they're really ready to face OKC like that.
this is it. We don't want them to be ready. You know, we want one more championship before Wemby
One more
becomes that
chance
man.
because
One more because
yeah, hey,
Wemby's
everyone's
coming. He's coming.
yeah,
He's
it's long,
inevitable.
it's long.
Yeah, man.
It's like that's
Like,
long, man.
trust
But
me.
yeah, hey, it's been a good session, boys. Let's wrap it up there. Hey, thank you for joining us on another episode of The Last Call. Hey, we've had a blast. We've gone through the FA Cup, the Premier League, top, bottom, middle, letting everyone know we're down to the final stretch of the season. Loads of trophies to still be won. Hey, we even dropped in a little bit of basketball talk. Like, we'll try to add that in for at least the rest of the season as we're really into the playoffs and we delve deep. Thank you, Tris, for joining us again. Thank you, Josh. Hopefully, you guys will be back on next week. Maybe your teams are doing better. If your teams ain't doing as good, hey, it's all good to wait and see. But please like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you
For
in
lose, I'm
again.
not coming back.
And hey, hey, and you always know it's not over to the last call. You better not lose that Champions League. We're coming. Hey.